And we are live. Good evening, friends, and welcome to a very special episode of It Is Within Her series. My name is Onke, and I will be your host for tonight. And look, this evening we are welcoming back the most amazing human being on the planet. Look, this show literally belongs to her. Like, it is not ours, it belongs to her. She watches all our videos, likes all the pictures, comments on every single piece of content that we put out there. And it's been a year, almost a year, since we interviewed her on the show. And her name is Her Royal Highness Naledi Rakgwale, who is a former Miss Township South Africa. Look, our first encounter with Naledi, like I said, was around this time last year. And look, it was the best thing that's ever happened to us. And we are really honored to welcome her back to the show. And guess what? Onwards and upwards. This time she is a judge on the very same pageant that she was crowned the queen. And we can't wait to hear all about everything that's going to be going on with the pageant, Miss Township South Africa, and all that good stuff. So without wasting any time, I will wait for Naledi to send a request to join the live, and all is good. There, she's going live with the Miss Township South Africa page. There, as we wait for her to join. I can't believe it. It's been almost a year since we started doing all these shows. And what else to celebrate, or how else to celebrate this milestone than to bring in the very person who was there with us at the very beginning and never, ever left our side. There. Let's go. Let's do this. Hi, Naledi!
Oh, how are you?
Great. I am excited. How are you?
A little bit nervous. I haven't done this in a minute, but other than that, I'm very excited.
Amazing stuff. Wait. I said hi, Naledi. That was a huge mistake on my side. I'm supposed to say, hello, Her Royal Highness Naledi.
Oh my goodness. Yes, in the flesh.
The flesh. I was just telling everyone how this show literally belongs to you. We are just one additional members around here. Like, you are our biggest friend of the show ever. And we are absolutely honored to have you tonight. Almost a year since we interviewed you.
Wow. Yo, time flies, hey?
Time really flies, Shem. Wait again. And now, before we move on to the other good stuff, for people who don't know you or who would like to know more about you, please tell us more about yourself. Who is Naledi? Who is this Naledi that we are always ranting and raving about here in Her Majesty, practically?
Um, okay, this question always throws me off, to be honest, because I'm like, where do I start?
Yeah.
And what do I say? And what do I say? So it's just a simple girl with extraordinary dreams.
Mm.
I believe in fighting for, a better future and a better life for myself. I'm still a student,
Mm.
currently about to complete my degree in forensic sciences,
Mm.
and I'm a model,
Uh,
an aspiring vocalist, a writer, and all things bad girl.
nice.
Bad girl boss. Yes.
Bird girl boss. Okay, aspiring vocalist. That's very interesting.
Mm.
Okay, since you're an aspiring vocalist, I'm going to challenge you to tell us what's your favorite song to walk to in a pageant and give us a one line Nanyana from that song. Like just to, practice those vocals.
You're putting me on the spot. Now I'll just be saying what is scratch. How?
Oh, no, sawa, sawa. Look, we're all good here at Her Majesty.
It's a safe space. That is watched by everyone. Ah, gosh, I have so many favorite songs.
Hey.
I have so many favorite songs.
in a pageant?
Okay, I have my current favorite song to walk to what is that song? I think it's by Neil. What is it? Uh,
Miss Independent.
Ooh, that's about just something about the way she looks. I can figure it out. Something about her. Ooh, there's something about the kind of woman that wants you but don't need you. Hey, I can't figure it out. Something about her. And then she walks like a boss, sings like a boss, manicured, handsome, made a pedicure face. But I think it's Miss Independent.
Yes, it is Miss Independent. It is Miss Independent. Amazing stuff.
Yeah, that's my favorite song to walk to in a pageant because I mean it's in the lyrics,
Mm,
you know, who's independent and confident in herself and her skin, a woman who's not afraid
mm,
to like knock on doors and basically challenges herself every time to say, you know what, I don't need someone else
mm.
to do this for me. I can do it for myself. And that's my motto at the moment.
Ah, great stuff. Great. And your voice is amazing. Hey, yeah. Wa tlhabeletsa ko kerekeng.
Oh my God.
And then, yes, now let's move on to the business of the day. You are going to judge a pageant that you were crowned queen for before. How does that feel?
It's a full cycle moment, honestly. I mean, to think that just about a year ago, I was on the other side, you
Mm,
know.
mm,
And now I'm the one who's part of the deciding
mm,
process. It's surreal and humbling,
mm.
and I cannot wait. This lady's amazing. Absolutely exceptional. It's a tough head to wear, but I'm ready for the challenge.
You ready for the challenge? Great stuff. And for those who don't know what oh, not Mr., Mrs. and Miss Township South Africa is all about, please tell us more about the pageant and why would an individual want to enter Miss or Mrs. Township South Africa?
To put it in simple terms, it is mainly about developing, you know, the mindset of our fellow queens to develop their self-esteem through a series of programs and challenges
Mm,
to promote education and to develop future leaders. We want someone to be confident in themselves,
mm,
and we are offering people an opportunity to come and show us what they've got because that is something that is absolutely lacking in today's society. As far as we have come, there's literally that gap
mm.
in, certain communities that are still marginalized and don't have that kind of exposure. So we're giving you a platform to say, okay, you want to speak for the voiceless?
Yeah.
What do you have?
What do you have?
Hmm.
Stuff. And since last year at the Her Majesty Awards, you won Her Royal Highness, and Miss Township South Africa won literally the best associate pageant of the entire year. Like it was amazing, amazing to work with the entire brand. Look, even if you guys woke me up at 3 a.m. in the morning and said you want an interview, I'd wake up, wear my wig, and do it. That's how much we appreciate the pageant. But now, since look, Miss Township South Africa is literally a well-oiled machine. And you guys, the people that are involved within the entire organization, we can see by your posts, your engagement on Instagram, on Facebook, and all those platforms. How is it like inside that WhatsApp group? Like, how does it feel? Like what's going on? Like, I want to know what goes on behind this factory that is just running on 100% all year round.
Yo, it's hectic. We work. There's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes that most people do not see. As you mentioned, Hora, we have, high engagement on social media and our queens are out and about. There's so much more that people don't see, so much more that isn't posted. And it needs commitment. You need to be committed and you need to, like, when you enter into this platform, you have to be like, okay, I'm doing this and I'm giving it my all. Because if you're not going to give all, you're going to lag behind and there won't be much that you take away. So you need to have a really strong mentality. You need to be open to learning and you just need to have a teachable spirit
Right?
through and through.
Through and
Mm-hmm.
wow, I can't wait to initiate the new queen that's going to be crowned. We'll patiently wait until September to come and initiate them into this amazing institution. And the Little Girl Arise project. Please tell us more about that because we see it a lot. We see it a lot. You know, how do we marry the relationship between the organization and the pageant itself?
Okay, so Little Galleries by Koketso Makua, who is also, the founder and managing director for Miss and Mrs. Township and Teen. It's the official charity sponsor of, the pageant. And its mandate is carried through Miss Township, South Africa. So what it does is that it offers, coaching for students, especially teens who are about, start the, menstrual cycle. It teaches you to accept the body and everything else that comes with growing up because there are a lot of things that, or rather a lot of girls that don't have access to knowledge about their, growing up and the changes that their body experiences. So what we do is that we go into schools, we have a chat with them, say, okay, this is normal, this is to be expected. And it also, what I love about it more is that it also branches out into, the emotional side of things because okay, fine. We do learn about, for example, periods and we learn how we grow, puberty happens, hormones changes, but no one really speaks about the, emotional growth that needs to come with it. Like you can tell me, okay, fine, this is going to happen maybe 3 times, um, for 3 days every month or seven or so and so, but no one really speaks about the emotional toll it can take on a girl. And we also delve more into period poverty, which is still a pandemic, I believe, in the whole world. And we mentor them about their career choices, jobs that they might want to take, fulfilling their dreams, and basically giving them someone to talk to. Say, hey, I'm here, I'm going through the same thing, and you can have a chat because most of them don't even get people who talk about these things with them at their homes.
At their homes, yes. No, you guys are doing an amazing job. Thank you so much for giving back to the world and the communities like that. And then please tell us more about the Women Arise Charity Masquerade Party that's happening next that's happening next weekend. What is the event all about and what is the purpose?
Okay, the mere fact that it's a masquerade ball has me so excited. I'm gonna be the Cinderella of the night. I believe everyone wants to be the Cinderella of the night. Fairy godmothers, wear beautiful dresses, shine, glitz and glamour. So the event, it's a Women Arise, event where there'll be various motivational talks. And then another thing is that it's also going to be the reveal for the top 16 finalists, which puts them closer to being crowned the queen. So it's going to be very exciting, and I cannot wait to see, those girls flourish and finally gets to show us the fun side of things, which is working on stage, looking all pretty with beautiful dresses and gowns, which is what most people see in the pageant world. It's all that glitz and glamour. And it's just, a day for them to let down their hair and to shine and to meet and mingle with, amazing queens in the industry as well. Tickets are still available and it's gonna be a ball.
It's gonna be a ball. Oh my gosh, I'm so sad that I won't be able to join in. So I'm going to avoid Instagram by all means that night. I'm not logging onto Instagram. I'm not gonna see everything that I'm gonna be missing out on. Look, I can't deal with that. But congratulations on marrying the two, which is the glitz and glam side of pageantry, and of course giving back and everything else in the process. And then, are you guys gonna be asking them questions on the night? Or are the interview stage finished? Or is there going to be a surprise? Please tell us more about what you think. What?
I don't want to give away too much
Come
on
on.
what will be happening, at the event because I kind of want people to still be excited, to
Yeah.
still look up to. Aren't you going there and being like, oh, she talked about it there? But yes, there is a judging process, an extensive, thorough judging process. And one of the people that are part of the panel, it's not an easy job.
Mm,
I can tell you that it's not an easy job. But yeah.
that's it.
My lips are sealed.
Okay. Okay. No, it's okay. Is Esther going to be doing interviews with the finalists like you did last year?
Um,
On
I
Instagram?
think so. Yeah. But that is still on the table because the finalists are not yet announced. So once they've been announced, then we'll delve into that start of things.
Mm.
But for now, um, the main purpose of the annual ball is to release the top 16 finalists and to commend everyone who has made it this far and give them a pat in the back for what, for the mere fact that you made it this far, that's commendable.
Mm.
It is.
Great stuff. And then the question of all questions. Look, this one is the reason why we had this interview in the first place, besides celebrating you to the core. What are you looking in a queen join your sisterhood of Miss and Mrs. Township South Africa?
Gosh, I can't believe this will be the third generation of queens. Wow, that's amazing.
Like, what are you looking for? You as an individual, not the organization. Let's step away from Miss Township South Africa, the organization. Now we're talking to Naledi, Miss Township South Africa 2021, and of course our Royal Highness.
I have a lot of titles. Okay, so personally, I will be looking for someone who, I don't want rehearsed answers.
Mm,
Um, I want people to actually listen to the questions that I have for them. I don't want you to give me to answer what you think I'm looking for
mm,
and just be yourself. I know like it's a pretty much generic advice, be yourself, but it really helps. Stay true to yourself, be authentically you,
mm.
and don't beat yourself up about something if you perhaps after the interview you like I should have done that, I should have answered that. Like, don't do that.
Mm.
And honest as possible to yourself when answering questions. I'm looking for someone who is confident in their skin. I'm looking for someone who is willing to be vulnerable.
Mm.
You need to be vulnerable. You need to let us see
I
you,
like that.
who you are at the core,
Mm.
and someone who is willing to learn,
Uh,
not looking for, like if you have nothing more to learn, then where will the growth come from? And someone who has a vision. You need to have a vision, and we're not looking for, a second-rate version of someone else. Like, we don't want you to be Naledi. We don't want you to be Esther or Pretty or any of the, current queens. We want you to be yourself because that might just be what you're looking for. And if you hide it, you might miss out.
right. Ah, amazing stuff. Amazing. Like, I took a lot from that, and I'm not even a semi-finalist or a finalist. Look, this platform is continuing to grow and grow young girls, and congratulations once again on that. And in closing, what does the future hold for Her Royal Highness Naledi Rakgwale in pageantry as an individual? Where else can we see you doing amazing things?
In pageantry, um, wow. Okay, I definitely have a few pageants that I have my eye on. And you know me, I like to do my research and deliberate before I finally do something because I have to make sure that they align with my vision, they align with my, principles and who I want to be as a person because we continuously evolving. We can't just stay the same person every day. And I definitely have some big national pageants that I want to enter, possibly something international.
Mm.
And yeah, I'm gonna start preparing for those, and I think I'll start competing again next year. This year I was just taking a break to just be myself and calm down from the high and figure myself out.
And figure yourself out. Ah, that is amazing. That's very important to figure yourself out in the process. Demu said she said so many powerful things that one could use for their own personal growth. Exactly, my point exactly. And then you won't leave me without asking you this question. You know this one. I'm sure you've been prepping every single show that you watch. You're going to gather each and everything from everyone that has answered this question. What does beauty mean to you?
Okay, that is being thrown back at me. I've asked people this question like, and now I don't have an answer for it. Oh gosh, so this is what I'm saying about me has answers. You see, it's coming back to bite me. Beauty for me is the essence of one's soul. Okay, I didn't expect to get this deep.
One,
Um,
eyes deep now.
I say beauty for me is soul because beauty is who you are at the core when you think no one else is watching. Um, I look at myself and be like, my actions are a reflection of, not just my personality, but conscious as well. And if I say I'm beautiful, we're not looking at vanity in terms of, oh, I have beautiful eyes or nice figure or shape, whatever. But we're looking at my soul, and that's beautiful for me. Being vulnerable with myself, which is very hard, looking myself in the mirror and seeing all those monsters in a sense of, all those insecurities, acknowledging them, accepting them, and still saying, you know what, they're not gonna break me, they're gonna make me, and continuing to grow and fight every day and live, not just for anyone, but for myself, because my own happiness, it's up to me. And then that's beauty for me. Being happy with oneself.
Beauty is the essence of one's. That's how you answer a question for anyone who's watching as a semi-finalist. That's a tip for how to get to be a finalist and to win the pageant. It right there.
I'm going to look out for that answer because I didn't even think about it. So yeah.
You see, you don't want to give out all the tips. That's a tip right there. That's how you answer questions, guys. You got it. Thank you, Naledi.
Thank you. Oh my God.
Thank you so much once again. It's been an absolute pleasure hosting you. Hoping to see you back on the show, not next year. I'm gonna give you 6 months. We gave you an entire year last time. I'll give you 6 months to come back into the show with a new title for the interview.
Yo.
Yeah, there you have it. Now it's going down.
Okay, that's a challenge.
Yes.
Wow. Okay, we'll see what happens. We'll see if the universe aligns with that request, and we'll just see what happens. I'm not gonna say anything more, else I'll be digging a hole for myself. So let me just leave it at
Great stuff.
Oh my God.
Great stuff, man. Thank you so much once again, and enjoy the rest of the evening, and all the best with the event next week and everything else moving forward.
Thank you, and thank you for having me. You guys are doing amazing, amazing work.
We try. It's because of you that we're doing all of this. We work for you, most.
Don't give that secret away. No one must know that I'm behind this whole brand, please.
All right. Thank you, Naledi. Bye.
Bye.